on everybody, welcome back to another morning word. For those new to this, this is where I share a couple minute video, really just sharing for my own personal Bible study. Why? Because I truly believe this, that if you take some of these principles, okay, and run with them, okay, I believe this is what God says. God desires to give you life, but life more abundantly. And how do we do that? Well, I truly believe this, as God says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. And if we can think like God, there is nothing that is impossible, because there is nothing that's impossible for God. And I believe that you can go through your valleys, okay, and get to your mountaintops, because I know that God's been doing that for me for the last 15, 20 years. So let's really get into this. We're going to be reading from the book of Deuteronomy, all right? And we're going to be reading from, which is the 5th book of the Bible, and we're going to be reading from chapter 28, verse 67, and it reads this. In the morning you shall say, oh, that it were evening. And at the evening you shall say, oh, that it were morning. Because of the fear which terrifies your heart, and because of the sight which your eyes see. I'm going to call this morning's word, drive out fear. Now, you have to understand this. God doesn't want you to live in fear. God doesn't want you to live in fear. Fear will rob you of your dreams, your hope, and your very life. Hear me this. It will rob you of your very life. Moses explained in these verses that fear steals one of our most important assets, which is our time. Have you ever feared the day where you fear going into work and you just wasted the day? Have you feared getting up in the morning? You don't even want to go to bed. Fear getting up, you don't even want to get out of bed, sorry. Or, the day so full of fear and anxieties that you just want to get to bed, so you're just rushing away your life. Have you ever felt like that? Because you've got bills or an assignment or a meeting that's causing you to have fear, or some form of conflict. God says, I don't want you to wish away the day. I want you to master fear. I want you to conquer and drive out fear. Now, Moses knew that there were two places that we need to deal with fear, as he talks about in the scripture. One is the fear of what we see, and the other fear is the fear that's within our hearts. Okay, now let me give you an example. Two different people can look at a situation, so when we're looking at seeing, and see two different things. Okay, so one person can see opportunity and another person can see destruction. See exactly the same things, but have two very different perspectives because of fear. Also, the same people who person has fear in his heart, another person with the same problems can be filled with hope. How is that? That you can have the same problem. One has hope in his heart and one has fear in his heart. You've got to drive it out. We've got to drive it out. Okay? We must train our eyes to see opportunities, and we must fill our hearts with hope. That's what we've got to do, people. So here's a question of the morning. The question of the morning is this. Are you living in fear? Are you this day living in fear and wasting away your life? Not wanting to get out of bed or desiring to be in bed because of fear? Here's the lesson of the day. Living in fear is not God's plan for your life. God seeks that you to be courageous. Understand this. Courageous is when you do something in the midst of fear. Okay? So fear doesn't go away, but you decide that you're going to face up to whatever you're fearing, so you will master fear and overcome it. So you got to start saying to yourself, I will come out of debt. I will find work. I will become healthy. I will find that partner. I will face conflict and not be afraid. You've got to be courageous today. So that's the action of the day. All right? How do you do this? Feed your mind with encouragement that you can overcome. Read, listen, find examples of overcomers, people who've done the very thing that you're fearing and done it anyway. So you can be encouraged that they're human just like you, so you can do it. Okay? Find supporters who will encourage you that you can do this. We believe in you. Find your encouragers, find your supporters, so you can battle fear. I really pray that this blesses someone today. Okay, so God bless you. As we always say, we Gen Hope, God's gift to us is life. What we do with that life is our gift back to God. God bless you, and see you soon for another morning word. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel so you get these videos Monday to Friday. Okay, but more importantly, please share this with one person, because I truly believe this. If we can change the way one person thinks, we can change the world. Because as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. God bless you. See you soon.